Welcome back, friends. Previously we learned some rules in squares and squares. Okay, the rules are if the last digit is 1 or 9, then unit digit is 1. None of the square number can be end with 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 7 and 8. Also we found the number of non-perfect square number between any two perfect square number. How many non-perfect square number between any two perfect square number? That is 2n. કોઈપણ બે નંબર આપ્યા હોય પરફેક્ટ સ્ક્વેર અને એની વચ્ચેના તમારે નોન પરફેક્ટ સ્ક્વેર નંબર ફાઇન્ડ કરવા હોય તો શું કરવાનું 2n. n is what? n is the first number and n plus 1 is the next number. So you need to multiply the first number with 2. So here what kind of question can be asked for MCQ or in exam? Write the unit digit of the square of following number. This kind of question can be asked. What will be the unit digit of 200 square of 269? So what will be that? 9 square is 81 and unit digit of 81 is 1. So unit digit will be 1. After rules bane ache, if the last digit is 1 or 9, then its square has unit digit 1. Here last digit is 1, so its square is also 1. If last digit is 8, then unit digit of square of this number will be 64, that is 4. For 4 it is 6. For 0 it is always 0 and for 2, 2 2s are 4, so last digit will be 4. Clear? Exam માં પૂછાય કે જે નંબર આપ્યો છે એનો સ્ક્વેર કરીએ તો એનો લાસ્ટ ડિજિટ શું આપે? So this can be a unit digit. Now which of the following are not perfect square? Okay, we learned the rule that if the last digit is 2 3 7 8, that cannot be a perfect square. Why? Because none of the perfect square has 2 3 7 8 at the unit place. Okay, આપણે સ્ક્વેર નંબર્સ જ્યારે ઓબ્ઝર્વ કર્યા ત્યારે જોયું હતું કે એક પણ નંબર એવો નહોતો જેનો લાસ્ટ ડિજિટ 2 હોય 3 હોય 7 હોય કે 8 હોય. So it cannot be a unit digit of any perfect square number. And also we learn one rule that number of zeros for any perfect square number are always even. Number of zeros count kare to કેવા હોય even. Here you can find that if number of zeros are odd at the any digit, then it is also not perfect square. So for first one, what is the last digit? 2, and it cannot be a unit digit of any perfect square number, so you can write not perfect square. Why? Because last digit is 2. Now count number of zeros, 3. So for a perfect square, number of zeros are always even. Here it is odd, so it is not perfect square. Why? Because number of 0 at the last is odd. Here 36 is perfect square, but number of zeros is 1, so it is odd, not perfect square. Why? Because number of zeros are only 1. Now 10,000. How many number of zeros? 4. So it can be a perfect square because 1 is also perfect square, and 10,000 it means 100 multiply 100, so it is perfect square number. For next one, 625. So last digit is 5 and we already know that 625 is a perfect square number, so it is perfect square. Now for this, 81 is a perfect square number and number of zeros are 4. So yes, it is a perfect square. कोई नंबर perfect square છે કે નહીં એ કેવી રીતે ફાઇન્ડ થાય? You need to check out the last digit. If last digit is 2 3 7 8, જો last digit 2 3 7 8 હોય તો એ perfect square હોય ના. You can also count the number of zeros. If number of zeros are even, then it is perfect square, and if not, then it is not perfect square. Now someone have a question that is this a perfect square? So here 49 is a perfect square, but number of zeros are 3, so it is not perfect square. you need to have number and zeros all are need to be perfect square. Again, for example, we will take one more example for this. It can be 1 1. So, is this a perfect square? No. Why? Because number of zeros, it is number of zeros are even, but 11 is not perfect square, so it is not perfect square. Clear? Now, what can be an expression? How many numbers lies between following perfect square number? How many numbers lies between following perfect square numbers? So here, first is 36 square and 37 square. We already learned one rule in previous video, that is number of non-perfect square between any two perfect square number, that is 2n. કેટલા નંબરમાં નોન પરફેક્ટ 36 નો સ્ક્વેર ફાઇન્ડ કરો અને 37 નો સ્ક્વેર ફાઇન્ડ કરો. જે પણ નંબર આવે એ બંને નંબરની વચ્ચે કેટલા નંબર હોય, that is 2n. So 2n will be 36, 72 means 36 square, whatever number you get, 37 square, whatever number you get, there are 72 numbers between these two perfect square numbers. One more example, 91 square and 92 square. So how many numbers are there? 2 into 91, that is 182. One more, 100 square and 101 square. So 2n, 2 multiply 100, that is 200. Means how many numbers are there between 100 square and 101 square? There are 200 numbers between 100 square and 101 square. This kind of question can be asked regarding the topic that we learned in previous video. Now we learned previously rules for or pattern for a square number. What is the first pattern we learned? That is addition of triangular number. Addition of two consecutive triangular number is always a square number, perfect square number. If we add first 1 and 3, then it is 4 and it is a perfect square number. If you add two consecutive triangular number, it gives a perfect square number. Then we learn numbers between two consecutive square number. How many numbers? 2n. Kela numbers are 2n. Now we will learn third pattern, that is adding odd numbers. Third is adding odd numbers. So let's start. First odd number is 1. After that we will get 1 plus 3, that is 4. 1 plus 3 plus 5, that is 9. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 is 16. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 is equal to 25. Can you see any pattern in this? 1, that is addition of 1 is 1. Then add next two consecutive odd number, that is 1 and 3. So gives answer 4. Now 3 consecutive, 1 plus 3 plus 5, that is 9. Now 4 consecutive odd number, that is gives 16. 5 consecutive odd number, that gives 25. What is 1? That is 1 square. 4, 2 square. 9, that is 3 square. 16, that is 4 square. And 5, that is 25, that is 5 square. Means if you add number of consecutive odd numbers, you will get perfect square number. So if you want to find 5 square means first what? Addition of first 5 odd number. 5 square is what? Sum of first 5 odd numbers. So perfect square can be represented as sum of successive odd number starting from 1. If the number is represented as a sum Now you can also find using repeated subtraction. Using repeated subtraction, find 36 is perfect square or not. Using repeated subtraction, you need to find 36 is perfect square or not. If this kind of question can be asked, then what you need to do? Now, if you want to represent 36 is perfect square or not, you can also find using repeated subtraction. So, we need to subtract consecutive, successive odd number from 36. So, first start with 36 minus 1, that is 35. 35 minus next consecutive odd number is 3. So, 32. 32 minus 5. That is 27. 27 minus 7. You need to subtract consecutive odd number. So 20. 20 minus 9 is 11. And 11 minus 11 after 9. So you get 0. If you get 0, then how many steps we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many steps we perform? 6. So 36 is 6 square. Okay. Is this number a perfect square or not? Then you can find it using a repeated subtraction of odd number, and also we can say that every perfect square number can be represented as a sum of perfect square, sum of odd number. One example. Let's say 49. 49 is perfect square using repeated subtraction. So we start from 49 minus 1, that is 48. 48 minus 3, that is 45. 45 minus 5, that is 40. 40 minus 7, that is 33. 33 minus 9 is equal to 24. 24 minus 11 will give 13, and 13 minus 13 will give 0. Now how many steps we perform? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 49 square, 49 is 7 square, and it is a perfect square. Why? Because last digit is 0. This way you can find the number is perfect square or not. One more example. 22. If you want to check 22 is perfect square or not, so here you need to subtract consecutive numbers. 22 minus 1, 21. 21 minus 3 is 18. 18 minus 5, that will give 13. 13 minus 7 will give 6. So 6 minus 9, it is a negative number, minus 9. So this is not a perfect square number. Why? You will not get 0 after subtracting successive odd number, not perfect square. No. Next pattern is sum of consecutive natural number. This method is only applicable to odd numbers. So let's take one example for this. If it is 3 square, then 3 square can be represented, 3 square is 9, and 9 can be represented as a sum of consecutive natural number. It is 4 plus 3, 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. These are the consecutive natural number, and 9 can be represented as a sum of consecutive natural number, that is 3 square. Only applicable to odd numbers. So let's take one more example, 5 square, that is 25, and 25 can be represented as 12 plus 30. Next is, let's take 7 square, that is 49. 49 can be represented as 24 plus 25. So, if you want to find the sum, or if you want to represent the perfect square number as a sum of consecutive natural number, then what can you do? 3 square means 9, that is 4 plus 5. How can we get 4 plus 5? For that you need to write 3 square minus 1 divide by 2. 3 square plus 1 divide by 2. 3 square minus 1 is 3 square is 9 minus 1. 3 square, that is 9 plus 1 divide by 2. So 9 minus 1 is 8 by 2. 9 plus 1 divided 2, that is 10 by 2. So you can write 4 plus 5. This way you will get 4 plus 5. Again, if you want to represent 9 square as a sum of consecutive odd number, then what you need to do? 9 square minus 1 divide by 2 plus 9 square plus 1 divide by 2. 9 square is 81 minus 1 divide 2. 9 square is 81 plus 1 divide 2. 81 minus 1 is what? 80 by 2, and 81 plus 2, that is 82 by 2. So you can write 40 plus 41. 40 plus 41 is 81, that is 9 square. So let's solve some example using this. Express as a sum of consecutive integers. So if first number is 11 square, you need to represent 11 square as a sum of consecutive natural number or consecutive integers. Then you can write 11 square minus 1 divide 2 plus 11 square plus 1 divide by 2. How can you find the two natural number? Square minus 1 divide 2, square plus 1 divide 2. 11 square, 121. 121 minus 1 is 120 divide 2, and this is 122 divide 2. 120 divide 2 is 60, and this is 61. So 11 square can be represented as 60 plus 61. 60 plus 61 is 121. That is what? 11 square. One more example. 13 square. Represent 13 square as a sum of consecutive integers. So it is 13 square minus 1 divide 2 plus 13 square plus 1 divide 2. What is 13 square? 169 minus 1 divide 2 plus 169 plus 1 divide 2. 13 square is what? 169. So 168 divide 2 plus 170 divide 2. If you divide 168 by 2, you will get 84, and here 85. 84 plus 85, that is 169, that is nothing but 13 square. This way you can find the sum of, represent any square number using in the form of sum of consecutive integers.